What's good, YouTube? I have not had a chance to read these cards. All I've been told, and this is what's really good, YouTube, is there are Link Hero monsters in Premium Pack 20, at least one, because I can see here featuring a next-gen hero. I am so excited to look at this. I am just... Ow! How did heroes come forth? Not in the Link Frames pack either. I'm looking at its arrows already. One down, one up, so not the most exciting Link arrows per se, but I'm still really excited for this card overall, and it looks like a white aura monster maybe? Alright, Premium Pack 20, let's get into this. Xtra Hero Wonder Diver, that's quite the name. It's a light warrior Link effect, Link 2, 1900 top and bottom, 2 hero monsters specifically, so all the range of heroes, Destiny heroes, Masked heroes, etc. You can only use this card's name's first effect once per turn. Alright, hard once per turn here, let's go. If a hero monster is normal or special summoned to your zone, this card points to target one fusion or polymerization spell or change quick play spell in your graveyard, set it to your field. Alright, so that's pretty cool because you're able to, he's a hero by name, still use him as a fusion. He's not a masked hero per se, but you can still activate normal spells that you're setting. This is an interesting hard once per turn. The second effect. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, so reliant on your opponent here unless you're ramming it. You can special summon one hero monster from your hand. I don't think that bypasses too many interesting things because it relies on the opponent's destruction. You're not able to turbo off your turn with it itself. It's really exciting that its hero, its first effect is pretty darn good though. Even being a hard once per turn, you're specifically using 2 heroes, so you can't like Goblinberg Shadow Mist. You've got to find a way to get Shadow Mist on the board and then get another hero on board, or find a way to summon 2. That's not the hardest thing in the world. Malicious might make this a little easier. I really wish it had 2 downward arrows. The upward arrow disappoints a little. Just a little bit. Alright, oh, it is a white aura card next. We've got White Aura Monokeros. Alright, let's read this card. We've got a water tuner plus 1 non-tuner monsters. So that's pretty easy to do. Deep Sea Diva. Level 7, that's actually somewhat desirable, but not with... I can't think of what you're using with Diva there. Perhaps, I don't know. Well, most of the Mermels don't match up with that, actually. You can only use this card's name's first effect once per turn. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target one fish monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it cannot attack during this turn. Alright, so free material. Synchro summon, target any fish, something that you used for this per se, or something already there because you're able to really turbo out turns. This effect's pretty good. No restriction on the monster either. It doesn't negate its effects, it just cannot attack during this turn. That's great. Second effect, if this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card, by battle or card effect, opponent's card again, and sent to your graveyard, you can banish one other water monster from your graveyard, special summon this card, and if you do, it's treated as a tuner, so you can ram itself and tune it into a tuner. So it looks like Monokeros, even though it looks like a narwhal, is a tuna. Oh man, I think this is a pretty good addition to the family. I'm sure there's other ways to abuse it besides Mermail Atlanteans. That was just off the top of my head, and I'm sure that's not the best way, especially since you specifically can target a fish in your graveyard. Snubble Sunfish, I would think, would be a fish. Maybe I'm wrong. White Salvage. Again, all this is off the top of my head. I haven't read any of these cards at all. White Salvage, I'm guessing, is going to be a continuation with the fish support here. Let's see here. You can only use this card's name's first effect once per turn. So hard once per turn on a continuous spell. This is the spell, actually. I thought Salvage, it would have been this roaring looking monster, but you can only use it once per turn. You can target one fish monster in your graveyard added to your hand. So it does go along with Salvage in terms of what this card does and what this card is. That's very interesting. And it's continuous, so it stays on the field. It leaves your opponent to deal with it. If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, this line is like in all these cards. if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect. This time it can't be by battle because it's a continuous spell. You can take one fish monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. Now, is there a way to force your opponent to destroy this? I don't think so. I guess it's an annoying effect for them to have you use this over and over, but Cosmic Cyclone will likely banish it, and this card needs to be destroyed. So Cosmic Cyclone at 3, Cosmic Cyclone's a common. I don't foresee this being the biggest problem to get rid of, but you can take a fish monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. That's pretty insane if it ever pops up. If you have a way to like force your opponent to destroy your back row, that's pretty cool, but I again can't really think of a consistent way to do that off the top of my head. Most cards like that would be negging, and then you're hoping to have this card already. Doesn't seem too good to me. Interesting that it's the spell, though. Let's see what White Howling does. Trap normal. If you control a water monster, so tons of generic water support here, and kind of leaning towards fish monsters. So if you control a water monster, target a spell in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. I thought it was about to say take it. And if you do, for the rest of the turn, negate all spell effects on your opponent's field. Okay, this is kind of like another Imperial Order. You have to control a water monster. They have to already have a spell in the graveyard, so it can't really stop the first spell. But you're able to continuously react, like you, well, not continuous. This isn't a continuous at all. It's a one-time shot, actually. But you're able to kind of react to something next. So, like, if they've activated one spell, like an Upstart, Upstart becomes way worse because now it's fuel for this card, and you can negate the next spell, and they can't really activate spells for the rest of the turn. Even though it says face up on the field, they activate the card, it's already face up on the field. Very interesting. Is it both players? Negate? Nope, just opponent's field as well. So, unlike Imperial Order, if you were to have something like White Salvage up, it's continuing to get its effect. Ooh. I really don't see this seeing much play. Imperial Order's out in our format, and it's just a lot better, in my opinion. True Dracos contributed at the time. True Dracos are still a deck here, even if they're not succeeding as much as they used to be. I don't see this card. The main problem is that you have to target a spell in your opponent's graveyard, so you have to basically let something pass first. That's my main problem. Again, with the rest of the cards, my main problem with almost every other card here, opponent's card effects into the graveyard, opponent's card by battle or card effect, and this just seems to be the theme of the pack. If destroyed by battle, or if this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by opponent's card effect. They seem to be trying to balance out all the cards in the set with that clause, and I'm fine by that. That's perfectly acceptable. I think it's a good clause to have to balance things out, but with how broken Link Vrain's pack was, it leaves a lot to be desired for our first hero. Am I underselling this hero? Am I? I don't know. I really think Xtra Hero Wonder Diver. There has to be more extra. This entire premium pack seems water-based, though, despite him being a light. Why is he a Wonder Diver, but a light also? That's a little bit weird. Can you even use Mass Change? Doesn't Mass Change have to have a different level? So I don't think he actually works with Mass Change at all either off the top of my head. Let's actually look that up real quick. I want to make sure of that. Mask Change Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm pretty sure you have to have a different level, so I believe he's not interchangeable with Mass Change. Target a hero monster, send it to the graveyard. Also, after that, if it left the field, special summon a hero monster from your extra deck with the same attribute as the sent monster, its original attribute. Oh no, that might just be Mass Change number 2. Target a hero monster you control, send it to the graveyard. Also, after that, if it left the field by this effect, so summon a mass hero monster from your extra deck with the same attribute. So I think I was attributing that to Mass Change number 2. So I guess the Mass Change that matters a lot more, it actually combos with it that it brings back. So this one, you discard a card, target a face-up monster you control that has a level. Yeah. So it won't work with Mass Change number 2, but it will work with Mass Change very well. All right, that answers my own question there. I'm glad I actually looked that up, because I was like, wait a minute, I know it's one of the two, and it happened to be 2. I think it's pretty decent there, although I still just see this as wasted arrows. I really hope there's more extra heroes. What about you guys? Do you think there will be more extra heroes? Different types, different attributes, or is it just fitting in with the theme being Wonder Diver? Was this kind of forced? I don't know, guys. I have mixed feelings about this one, and I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoy this late night news posted right when I get it. I thought about saving this for the morning, but I was like, nah, I gotta get it out now. Fast like Sonic.